And that's my cue. Time to get on here and say hello to everyone. Welcome, and glad to have you all on board. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching VolcanoX, a live stream. And hopefully you can hear me. Am I on? Hello? Okay. Sue says, hi Doc, just love that music. What did we miss? Or what did I miss? I don't know what you missed, DJ. I just got here, so I have no idea what you missed. Anyway, glad to have you on board. Hearing you, excellent. Glad that I am getting through there. How's the weather up here? Yeah. Well, we had this four-letter word thing this morning. I'm not going to say that word here. That is blasphemy as far as I'm concerned. Oh, I wish I had some of that heat coming out of Ragnar right there. That is pretty awesome looking. Yeah, cursed. We don't want to curse it, so don't say it. Oh yeah, just about. And although it did all disappear, so I'm hoping this is it. No more. But you never know. You never know. All right. Before we get too far, I want to say welcome, of course, to Arizona Snowman and Piggy and C&D Boy and possibly Joseph Fields hiding in the background somewhere. And those are our wonderful moderators. And speaking of moderators, Piggy's husband Kermit is having his birthday today. And I don't know how to express a birthday. Actually, technically, it probably would have been yesterday by now. But how do we say happy birthday to a Kermit? How about that? A Kermit cake? Piggy, you hand that to Kermit and you tell him, or go wake him up and say, hey, this is for you. Kermit has got to love that. Anyway, you can always take a screenshot if you have to, and if he's sleeping. So there you go, Piggy. We'll leave it on the screen. And happy birthday, Kermit. And hopefully, about to show him. Okay, you do that, Piggy. Give him let him see it. I'll leave it on the screen for a second or two here, and I'll say welcome to all of you guys that are in here. No, not Sermit, it's Kermit with a K. Oh boy. And let's see, I'm going to start saying hi to the wonderful people in here though, and we'll start out with, well, who do we want to start out with? Oh, we got more ads on that other thing I gotta turn off here. Just give me a second. And there we go. Okay, I can pause it. All right. Since you used the picture from Alaska as a thumbnail yesterday, you could use one from Hawaii today. I did use one from Hawaii today. Yeah, I tried different ones. I gotta have a little bit of variety, just for giggles. Mars 2028. Anyway, we'll start out. Well, let me do this. Where were we? Where'd that Hermione go? Hermione gets the cookies today. So, Hermione, there are your cookies. Oh, that's a couple too many. We don't want to overload you. There's your cookies, Hermione, since you were #1 into the channel. And thanks for being prompt. And, okay, we're still waiting for Piggy to come back. There she is. there's your cookies, Hermione, and hope you enjoy them. And let's see, I'm going to say hi to all the good people here. We'll start out with Tom Caruso, Garabando, Sue Hayes, and yes, Sue Hayes, I already posted that link earlier. I cannot show that video, unfortunately. I tried to get a response, and there was no response from them, so I can't show it, but we can definitely put that Reed Timmer's link in again, and let everyone go have a look at that insane video of the tornado, and it was pretty insane. Anyway, we'll keep going. Welcome to Tom Caruso, and of course Sue Hayes. Neil, welcome back. Trev T also in the house. Paul Williams is here. Henry Nelson also back, as well as Sasha. Mars 2028. Welcome all of you. And going up a little bit more, trying to find some other names in between here. Kananaskis Country, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And scrolling up a little bit more, there wasn't a heck of a lot of people in here yet, so we got Sasha, we got Hermione, and Garabando. I know I did see Pamela Moncure earlier. Let's see, what other names did I see pop in? Trev T, welcome, if I didn't say that already. Going up the list a little bit more here. Boy, you guys are really a chatty bunch in here. Really good. And we don't mind that at all. That's a compliment. So take it as that, and it is wonderful. Cynthia is in the house as well. Welcome back. And let's see. Going up a little bit more. Paul Williams, Henry Nelson, we got already. And going up a little bit more to see if I missed anyone else. Colin Deadman, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And let's see, Irish Monk is also here, and welcome, Irish Monk. I'm hoping Mrs. Monk is sleeping or something. It would be nighttime there, so. Let's see, what else we got on here? Irish Monk, no, we got Grandma B is also in the house. Welcome. DJ Puff the Third also here. And let's see, who else have we got? Looking up at the list, and I'm not seeing too many others. I'm right at the top, won't scroll up anymore. Okay, going back down to the bottom, I'm sure I'm going to find others. Mary Jane, welcome back. And we already got Mars 2028, so that's cool. Sandra Rockland, welcome. Glad to have you back on board. And let's see, did I miss anybody else in between here? Things that make you go, looking, and I think I got pretty much all of you right now. So, okay, now I didn't see what, Piggy, you are done showing him, I'm assuming, and hopefully he enjoyed that, and I missed, okay, he loved it, there we go, all right, I see that, that is excellent, and, hopefully that he'll like that for the future. Anyway, let's carry on with the stuff that we want to deal with, and of course that is our wonderful volcanoes. And I know that's a black screen, but we'll get to it. I didn't put them back all the way again, so I wanted to see what it looked like there, and this is kind of yeah, that's not the Alps, you guys. That is Mount Etna with the snow up top. And of course, very, very cloudy there again today. I don't know if we actually even seen the volcano. I'm just kind of scanning here trying to see if we actually did see the tip. Well, maybe a little bit right there. Let's see. Yeah, almost out of the clouds. So that's kind of what we're dealing with today in Sicily, and that is what's happening. And yeah, it doesn't look too bad. What Henry Nice? Okay. A pterodactyl, of course. This is the old times, isn't it? Where you got volcanoes going off, snow-covered peaks, and smoke and things, and pterodactyls flying around. I'm waiting for a brontosaurus to walk on by. No worries, Henry, and I'm glad to have you on board. I made it. I can hear you, Dr. Sharon Stewart. I'm glad you can hear me, and I can see you as far as you're typing anyway. Click number 46 and the like queue, and just now. Excellent, and thank you very much. I appreciate that. Anyhow, getting back to Etna, it is been in the clouds. We do know that it is still off-gassing, so doing its thing. Not sure how badly it is, but I'm hoping that in the near future we'll see some kind of an eruption. It'd be pretty cool. Berger, welcome. Guten Abend. Glad to have you on board. Sorry, I had to clear that out. And anyway, trying to look at the volcano a little further on. Really hard to tell what's going on there when we're looking at the top of it. It did clear up a little bit later, and yeah, there you can actually, in this shot, you can see the smoke coming from the crater at the back as well as at the top here. So very interesting, and we do want to see this thing erupt again in the future, and I'm sure it will. It's just a matter of time. So that's all cool. Now that we know when it was clear, that was about 6 hours ago, we can take a look on the other camera as well and get to about that same time frame. And that one's a little bit more silhouetted though, because of the location of the sun. And there's your pterodactyl. He's over on this side. Anyway, we can see a little bit of smoke coming off right at the very top, so it is kind of neat to see, and hopefully it will continue to do what it's doing, and one day it'll impress us again, I hope. So that's kind of the night shot. Nice moon up there. Cool. That is really, really nice. If we go back to about that same time, actually we can kind of sort of watch the sun go down and the moon come up in this one, and that's what's happening there. The sun getting further and further down, right into Etna, and as it crashes into the volcano, it'll come back out in Alaska in no time. Like yesterday's picture. So that's actually kind of cool, and there it goes, further and further down, and that is almost worthy of a snapshot. Oh, I wanted to back up just a little. No, too late. Didn't get the green flash. They say once it goes down, the hue of color up here will turn green for a split second, and we didn't see that. But let's just take a look at where it got a little darker, and I think probably somewhere around here we'll be able to see the moon start to rise. Where is it? Unless it's already up, it's coming from the other direction. It must be. I don't see it. Darn it. Okay. The moon is slow today, apparently. Okay, where was that? There it is. I finally got to it. Anyway, yep, right at midnight, of course. After midnight is when the moon shows up. There you go, you guys. And we'll put that back to live, so we know what's going on. It's going to be setting behind Etna pretty quick, and of course that is the other shot. If we just move it ahead a little bit, that one is really blurry. I don't know why. They'll need to focus it in the future, but that's kind of what we're looking at there. Not a heck of a lot new. And now I'm looking for my other pictures here of our next stop, and that will be in Iceland, of course. So let's have a look at hopefully what is the morning. I don't even know if that is the right time. Let me check that. All right, off to Ragnar. You'll see Ragnar on the screen there. In Geldingadalur in the valley, and of course this is the path downward, and if it veers off a little bit to the right hand side there, where it went down into Notthaggy. Hang on for a second. All right, anyway, that's kind of what we're seeing there. Wasn't bad looking. If we scroll through the day a little bit, we can see a lit up shot from that side in the morning, and looked pretty awesome. And I think that might have been from in the wee hours, but I want now. So somewhere around here looks pretty close. We had a bunch of people, a bunch of people up there. Look at all these people, spectators. There must be at least a bus or two up there of people, so lots of them for a change, and that is pretty cool to see. Anyway, they're all going up and looking at wonderful Ragnar and hoping that it's going to start up again. Let's have a quick look at the other side, and that is parking lot number 3 there, and of course I'm down in the forefront, this area down here. Yeah, okay, well that's happening. A quick peek over at what it looks like in Reykjavik. There you go. While that is resetting itself, and we'll see. There we go. All right, back to the other picture. And let's scroll it down a little bit more so we can see more of that valley. And there we go. A little bit more of bodies, people standing there looking. I don't know what they're looking at. A bunch of lava that's dried. Anyway, pretty awesome. If we slide over to the other side there, you can definitely still see the berm and the end of the lava flow in Notthaggy Valley, of course, and the drinking stone over there. Just follow that crack over and you'll see it. Everybody else has been going over there, so why not? And let's see, what else we got? Not much. The day didn't look too bad there. The sun has been coming in from really odd angles here, and it's because they are getting very, very long days there in Iceland. And even the nighttime pictures, you can't really tell what is night right now. So direction of the sun coming completely from the other side, which is really neat to be able to see, and pretty awesome. Okay, having seen that, let's pop over to our harmonic tremor chart, and we've had a few more little quakes. I do want to refresh it because we are there. Okay, there we go. And the quakes that we did have that were sizable were earlier in the morning or just after midnight, but there are a bunch of little ones in here as well. So unfortunately, we're looking at a downward trend from this, and I don't know if that's the calm before the storm or what is going to happen there, but fingers crossed that we do get to see something. And let me get one of our trusty maps on here, and I don't know which one would be best to start out. I think this guy. will work. All right, let's get over to the maps. First thing that we notice is, hey, we got star here, and we got star up here, and this is actually 2 stars right on top of each other. Pretty cool, pretty awesome, and that means we have bigger quakes. Daryl Green, hoping a doc keeps reminding folks of, I missed something, looks like more than a few quakes. Krucevic, no, I missed something here in the chat. That's okay. If you want to see, yeah, 2 stars, 3 stars. Okay, let's zoom in up here and have a look at what this little swarm is doing. And we do see all kinds of different sizes. And we'll start out with the big one first. Oh, I'm still too far away, I think. I need to be a little closer. There we go. 4 kilometers down for that 3.2, and that was actually yesterday at 22:40 that happened. And he had a friend right beside him here, 2.9 at 2.1 kilometers down, also at 22:40. This other fella here was today at 16:45, 1.9 kilometers down. Not very far down at all. This is very interesting. 2.5 kilometers down on this 2.4, and that was from yesterday at 19:23. Working our way down, the 1.9, 1.7 kilometers down. You really got to be wondering what the heck is going on down there, but that was at 15:26. And let's grab this 1.5 right here as we're working our way that way. 6.7 kilometers down, so that's not quite in the same rift as the other stuff was. There we are, back to the rift, and 1.1 kilometers down for this 1.8 at 3:57 a.m. And let's see, this 1.5 right here, also 1.5 kilometers down, 13:25. And we're just gonna check these other ones out here. This is a little bit deeper again, 4.3 kilometers down for this 1.5 from 10:58 a.m. Then we also have this 1.6 magnitude right there. Again, 1.1 kilometers down, not very far at all, at 10:44 a.m. Iceland time. And moon eclipse on Sunday. Oh, yeah, there is. There is an eclipse on Sunday. Or was that last Sunday? Anyway, 1.7, 1.1 kilometers down, and 3:54 a.m. on that, guy. So a lot of activity there. I didn't pick up these ones here. 3.9 clicks down, 1.0 at 2:48. And let's look at this other 1.2. 2.1, 5.4 kilometers down. These aren't quite as shallow. 1:41 a.m. I wonder about this 1.6. I don't think we looked at it. 6.2 kilometers down, 1:26 a.m. And then we have a couple more up here I just want to peek at, and that is 13.9 kilometers down, so way out at the ballpark. And 3:10 a.m. Is the time on that guy. This 1.6 here, 14.9 kilometers down. And it seems the further we move away from that area, the deeper they are. So that looks pretty cool. We do also have another one out here. Quick peek at this 1.8. 10 kilometers down, or 10.7, happened at 16:15. And I think that was just about it. I think we got the other ones. We can live without them anyway. And so that is all part of that wonderful ridge coming through the whole country. Okay, so the mid-Atlantic ridge, and the beauty of this thing is it does pull apart, and of course when it does and shifts a little bit, there are things that happen there. Bardabunga has a couple of little quakes, 2.6 right there, and that is 6.6 kilometers down. 1602 was the time on that guy, and there's another one down here somewhere. Where are you? Did you? Oh, there, 2.0, and we'll click on it. 7.8 kilometers down at 1351 this afternoon in Iceland, and we don't see anything else in that vicinity. So I'm going to leave that guy alone. Quick look down here. We don't see anything at all at Katla or Hekla. Very, very quiet in that area. But this area makes up for the rest of it. And as we zoom in here a little bit, you can see we've got quite a field of earthquakes over here in Nat Creeky area, moving towards the power plant, and then of course on the other side here of the power plant in the Blue Lagoon, you see a couple more, and then you see that massive swarm. Let's take a look at this 1.6 out in the water first, and get it out of the way. That one is 9 kilometers down. 1710 was the time, and that was a funny click I heard. How come that bird made a funny click? Sounded like a camera clicking. Oh boy. Now we got the magpies copying camera sounds. That would be interesting. Shutterbugs. 2.0 just off the coast here from yesterday at 23:42. Why do the plates not come together at Hekla when they pull apart or slide past each other everywhere else in Iceland? What? Why do the plates come together? I don't know if they're actually coming together at Hekla. Actually, if you take a look at the way the way that the whole line goes through there, and it's kind of hard to explain right now. Let me finish off with this. We'll touch on that a little bit. It's the way it's shaped, okay? Because we're not talking just a straight line here. Yeah, local variations on Mars 2028. Yeah, that's what Irish Monk said, but it is a little bit interesting. So, okay, let's carry on with our other swarm here. 3.1. This is sizable. Happened yesterday, 2032, 6.8 kilometers down, and then we got a 1.7 here, 6 kilometers down, 1812. That was an interesting year. Okay, and this one 6.8 kilometers down for that 2.3. That was from 1943 or 34. Sorry, making it older than it should be. And then let's grab these stragglers out here. 2157, 1.5, 36 kilometers down. This guy here is 1.7 from 2356. That is also 4.5 kilometers down. Again, 1.7, so a reasonable size. This seems these are all from yesterday anyway. 1917 on this one, 1.3. Let's just get at it, find what the big one is from yesterday as well. So they're technically both from yesterday, 2032. for this 3.2 and 5.1 kilometers down. What? Because of Hekla's magnetic personality? Oh, you punny guy, Mr. Trevor T. Anyway, this one 2.9 from 2035, 5.2 kilometers down. And let's see what else we got. We got that 2.6 we had. No, we got a 1.0 in there as well, 1832 yesterday. So anyway, in a nutshell, we've got a little bit of a swarm right there. Let's work back this way a little bit. I want to see if we're going to see something over in our area, which is more like what I want. Anyway, the 10th, so this one is from today, 58 minutes after midnight, 1.6, 5.1 kilometers down. We do have right over here by the radio towers, there's a couple quakes, 5 kilometers down, 1.6, 9:39 a.m. And that would have made the tower sway a little bit. This one is from 11:09, also, or just about 5 kilometers down, 4.9 for that 1.7. And yeah, on this map, if we look very carefully, there's the radio towers. You can actually see them, which is really, really cool. I like it. All right, zooming back out a little bit, and we want to take a look at all these other ones that we had in the area. That might be some of the stuff from yesterday as well, but this one is from 4:50 a.m. today, 5.5 kilometers down for the 1.6, 1.8, 4.9 kilometers down. Oh, this one says 1.5 on there from yesterday, 1955. Did I not click on the, maybe I clicked on the wrong one. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Yeah, that one is 1.8. Also from 1929 yesterday, 5 kilometers down. This 1.3 right by the road from yesterday as well, 1941. And 1.6 here yesterday at 22:41. 5.6 clicks down. And let's take a look at a couple more here. From today, 14:27 for this 1.1, and it was 5.4 kilometers down. 4-minute warning, thank you, Piggy. And let's see, 5.4. What else did I miss here? I wanted to get this guy. 5.3 kilometers. This is from yesterday, 17:29 on that one. And let's see, I think we got most of these. 2:48 a.m., 3.9 kilometers down, and that is a 1.0. I'm going to leave the rest over there. I just want to kind of look in this area and see if they did actually put anything on the map for us. I don't see a darn thing. And remember our big swarm in here? You know, where did it go? It can't just all disappear all at once. It's got to keep going and doing its thing. So looking at the other map real quick, I just want to zoom in here and see if they show anything there. They do show all that older stuff and the extra material out here. We don't think we've seen this guy. 1.6, 5 kilometers down from 6:58 a.m. And these other ones are all just what we went over already, so I'm not going to worry about those. But yeah, nothing. And of course, Ragnar sits right about here. That is Geldingadalur Valley, and this area, of course, Meradalur Valley, and not Haggy down here, not Creaky on this side. But what I'm looking for is to see what else we've got. We had these few out here by Kaleer, but nothing else. And these are what's left of our swarm. So I don't know what is going on there, but we were getting all excited, going, okay, maybe we're going to have a volcano over here somewhere. I think it's saving itself up. It's confusing people again by popping up all over the place with different stuff, and I'm hoping that we're going to see something nice. There's a positive note, a 0.5, very close to the surface. It must have been a surface quake, and that is 1:58 a.m. and that's just across from Geldingadarler on the other side of the ridge, and that's your Freger del Fjall, this area right here. So that's an old volcano too, by the way, just so you know. Anyway, that's kind of what we were looking at for today. Poppet has been released. Oh no, I am going to get out of here. Let's put it back onto that, and I will make haste to get that going, and hopefully that darn Poppet won't see me. I'll just whisper, okay? That way Poppet won't know I'm here. Probably driving Poppet crazy. Anyway, for those good people who are here, oh, that's our spooky music. I'm trying to find better music, you guys. It's hard to find a good music. And stuff that stays at a reasonable volume, too. I don't know if that's any better. Okay, we'll find out in a minute. Anyway, so if you're here, if you have not yet hit that like button, by all means, do give it a quick bump. It really does help out with our YouTube analytics. Also, if you're new to the channel and if you feel that we've earned a subscription, by all means, hit that button and turn it from red to gray, and don't forget to hit the bell notification. If you wish to join, Piggy just brought up the link, and that is for the members that are supporting the stream, and the ones that are in green, and thank you to all of them for helping out and doing their thing, and really do appreciate that help. By the way, the view, what we're seeing there on screen is what they were trying to do, and that's build that berm down there at just before it flows down into Nothaggy from southern Meradalia, just so you know. All right, I'm gonna leave that be. We'll maybe move that ahead a little bit to get back to some eruptive times, because we like seeing eruptions. And I moved it too far. Now they've got some magic corner on there. Okay, there we go. And is that moving? Looks like it's almost stuck. Oh, come on. You can do it. You can move. There we go. All right, we'll leave it right there. I'm going for a break before I get shredded. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and you are watching a VolcanoX live stream. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't go away. right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone back on, and hopefully we didn't lose too many people here. And welcome everyone, and glad to have you on board. We'll turn that music off in the background, and there we go, and we'll get back at things. So thank you, Henry Nelson, for the welcome back. Glad that I am. And hopefully we can make things happen. And Bob C&D Boy is here. Good to see you. And I hear you from Sharon Stewart. And welcome back from Paul as well. And Trev T puts the microphone on. Okay, Kananaskis Country also throwing a welcome back, as well as Sue Hayes. So awesome. Anyway, while we're still working on this, I am going to post this other link again of that insane tornado video that this Reed Timmers had put up, and he is apparently a storm chaser, #1 kind of storm chaser. And let's see if we can get that link in here, and that of course is some drone footage, and as well as ground footage from that. I didn't send you the tornado picture. Oh, you didn't send me who sent me that? I gotta take a look. No, that was well, that was somebody else. Okay. All right. Sorry. That's all good. It's all good. We got lots of fun here. Some very interesting stuff though, and I gotta like it, and that is interesting. What massive 75,000 mile hole in the sun? I'm gonna have to look at that later. Oh, that's going to be something interesting. So anyway, sorry, I thought it was you that sent it, Sue, but somebody sent it to me. Never mind. I'm just going to let it run there, and all good. Let's get rid of that off the screen. There we go. And they got enough commercials going on anyway. We don't need to worry about them. Let's carry on with our other volcanoes and stuff around the world. Daryl R is in the house. Welcome. That, of course, is our bright lights from Azores. And people were thinking that the Azores were finally going to go today, but I have not heard of anything happening there. So, black hole sun, yeah, you won't come. What? It was away the rainy. Well, okay, never mind. Anyway, looking at what we got there, bright lights, can't see. Looks like it's pretty foggy there or something. Looking at the other shots, again, I'm looking down here to see if, how much white water we end up with. We do see some splashing of the waves as this slowly progresses with one picture every 2 or 3 seconds. So that's what we're seeing. Not too calm and not too nice, but it's okay. That guy pulled away from the docks a little bit, and that is a cruise ship. They were actually docked here earlier, and that was kind of neat. We can show you that if we hit it and start it. Let's see. Oh, I guess maybe not. Okay, that was it for the entirety of the clip. I guess the camera wasn't working then, or they haven't saved it. Anyway, looking at what we had for earthquakes there, and now I got to change the screen anyway. And that is what it looks like out there on our Azores. This is Sao George, and this is Pico Island, and of course all the other ones have their fancy little names, but Looking at some of them, we did count about 8 earthquakes out there today. Might be a little bit higher now. I'm just looking down here to see what they've got. 1.5, 1.6, 1.5, another 2.1, and then we go 1.5. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it looks like about 9 quakes. Anyway, between 1.5 and 2.1 is about the size range. Not too many, though. It could be worse if it was actually erupting. We'd be seeing something in the order of 4 magnitude or higher, and that would be a good indicator. Going to the other map here real quick. I did refresh this earlier. I'm just going to hit the button again just to make sure we've got it. And there we are. We've got another new one out here. 1 hour and 1 minute ago. 2.1 sitting over here in that old caldera that is submerged, of course. Zooming in a little bit more here, we can kind of move these apart a little bit. But as we see, they are all kind of in that same area, and if the volcano does erupt in that area, it won't be good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The count is good, and that's what we're seeing there on St. George Island. And again, it's all in that same spot. It's seems to be really concentrated right there. So if there is something there, I think those people need to be aware of that it is being that localized now, and hopefully they'll take due caution and care and not to be in harm's way. Looking at what we see here, there they are, and just a quick check. So the one that is the 2.1, and we don't see, well, we see that it's not in St. George, and then here's the other one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, exactly what we've got. So definitely there, and again, those are ranging from 1.5 to 2.1. Not very large. Let's click on that guy. Of course that's going to do it to me again. Let's undo it one more time. There we go. And you can see everything is up at the surface. Now looking at this though, like this would be a typical rise scenario where your magma would be moving up. You would see it exactly like this. And I'm surprised that we didn't see something pushing up and through already. It could be that it's finding it hard to get through there, or just being really resilient and not allowing, or there isn't enough pressure to allow it to pop through. But I don't know. It's going to be hard to say. I'm thinking within the next few days we're going to see something happening, and keeping fingers crossed, hoping nobody's going to be in harm's way when it does happen. And on that note, I think we will move on to our next one, and that will be, of course, Popocatépetl. And that is Mexico, and that is smoking pretty fierce right now. We've been kind of keeping an eye on it. Of course, has to refresh. Let's go to the next one. This is another view of Popocatépetl, and actually it looks like a little bit less smoke coming from it today than there was yesterday, or at least from what I noticed there. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's our sunshine shot, so it's going to be pretty hard to tell anyway. Yeah, there they turned the filter down a little bit or something, or the cloud got in the way. Helps a little, and you can see on the top of it. All right, leaving that one alone, I'm moving off over into a little bit to the northwest area, and that is Fuego de Colima, and that is south of Guadalajara, and that is sometimes it's doing something. I don't think this is from it. Otherwise, we'd see a little bit more smoke coming out right there. That looks like cloud in the background, so let's not try to confuse that. Let's move down a little bit and down the coast. Hey, what happened to Fuego? And that, it was working earlier. There, let's see if we can get it going. And looks like Fuego is continuing to stay in the clouds. And that's probably why they reset the stream. And I'm not going to worry about that. We will carry on with other ones. Maria is here, welcome, and saying, Dr. Fox, I love your soothing radio voice. Makes me calm. I'm glad it does. And welcome. Glad to have you on board. And also, welcome to BMAT. And good to have you back. And Daryl R., I think I got you already. Did I miss anyone else? I think we got most of you good people. If I did miss you, don't be offended, okay? Like Daryl Green, I just want to remind about the eclipse. Yep, that was already mentioned in here, that it is happening, and would be nice to be able to watch it. We'll see what happens. If the skies are clear, I would really love to enjoy a nice eclipse. Looking at this one here, this is a little bit further south, and that is Tolica, and that is down in Nicaragua. And sunset time there, a little easier on the smoking part today. I guess it had enough, and this picture, they just don't want to renew it. Messiah, no, still the same one. Anyway, I'm going to put you back on Popocatépetl here at this point, and we will move on and take a look at what's happening at Merapi. And Merapi, of course, doing its thing. It continues to throw out stuff all the time. And I just got to do something else here. There we go. And get on that picture. If we go back, of course, when you look up here, you can see definitely a lot of smoke coming off of that. This one is blowing a little more towards the camera, so it's harder to see it. Same thing goes for this picture here. So cool to see though, and if we back those up into the darkness a little bit, there were a couple of in the early morning hours here, there are a couple of fairly good eruptions. Just wanted to try to see if I could find them. Where is it? There it is. And this, I was looking at it, kind of watching earlier, and thought, hey, yeah, this looks not bad. 4:20 in the morning. Hey, that's a convenient time. 4:20. Anyway, looking at it, you can see top left camera view there, a lot of bacon being pushed out, but not anything as thick as what we've seen in other volcanoes, where we see a really big river of some sort. More lumpy stuff, if that's what you want to call it. It is what it is. So, and wasn't too bad. There was other ones here. I just wanted to hit on them real quick. Yeah, I think right about here. This one was a little bit of an oddity. So we've seen extra material sliding down on the bottom, but we never did see anything up on the top on the color camera, and that's kind of odd. Oh, there we see it now. A little bit there came to life, if you will, as we advance it a little bit. And yes, they did have thunderstorms going on, and I believe those thunderstorms were to the south of there, but we'll check that on the map later. And just moving it ahead, that was pretty much it for that one. Anyway, if you guys want to have a look more at Merapi, you certainly can on your own. And I'm just going to drop the link here in the chat, and that is for Merapi. And we will move on to our next volcano, and that is Simeru. And come on, Simeru. There it is. And it is looking pretty awesome, but it's quiet. It's quiet like a mouse. Simeru, if we go back in the day, they actually had very, very poor weather earlier, so you weren't able to see a heck of a lot of it. And that's what I'm referring to about you can't see very much of it. Why is my mouse not showing up on it? Let me fix that. I gotta make my mouse show up. There we go. All right, mouse is there, and yeah, I don't know if even earlier trying to find some spots there. I thought it was a little bit earlier. We did have a little bit of something going on. I think it might have been right around here, but it was out of focus. Actually, color cameras are difficult to focus at night, especially if you got moving targets. But there you did see a little bit of lava flowing down, and unfortunately the camera is out of focus, so it is difficult to make out exactly what's happening there, but you do see the lava right there, and it's fairly sizable. Probably an opening right in there somewhere, since this is up at the top. This looks like a fairly thick stream, and it is what it is. I don't know if that's gonna progress. I'm just pushing it forward here a little bit to see. Yeah, it just kind of cools off and dries out. Not much happening there, and then earlier that was in the clouds again. So like when we look at it here with the moonlit night, and it's hard to see anything. 5-minute warning. Thank you, Piggy. I got it. And let's see. Hey, welcome, Clark Hall. Glad to have you on board. And let's see. Good night, Maria. Maria, are you leaving? Have a good night if you are. Take care. And let's see if we can find our next volcano. Let's pop out here, and of course that is Sakurajima, and yeah, the ice cream boat is parked there. Yesterday I watched both of them pull in. It was pretty cool. Anyway, let me get on the right screen here and find that one. No, that's not that one. They all look alike. Come on, where are you? Not this guy, not that guy. Where the heck is it? I've misplaced. Oh no, I've misplaced Sakurajima. There it is. I found it. All right. I did notice in this, the reason I actually showed the long range shot first is you could see that above the clouds, and that is coming from Sakurajima. If we go to the other one, it's really hard to tell, but that plume up top there, that is where that is coming from. Just about 9 a.m. there for those good folks. So clouds moving in, and it really does look like it's trying to make itself a lenticular cloud as well. But that is what we see. So yep. Anyway, that's kind of what that looks like. Moving on to the other volcanoes. Mount Fuji, snow-capped, beautiful as ever, and no snow out front. Really cool, and I'm liking that. And let's carry on, and up at ASO. is where it is raining. Our volcano called Aso San, ASO, don't mispronounce it or abuse it. Anyway, Aso is steaming away, and that is what we're doing. Pretty awesome. And of course, looking at our pea soup here, we don't see a heck of a lot on this particular picture. Yeah, it is really pea soup and very, very difficult to make out anything at all. We do know that Suwanosi-jima is in there, but unfortunately, it's not popping its head out whatsoever in the clouds. So we're going to leave that guy alone. I wanted to, I'm going to just pop it back here for a second while I'm looking at the other one. I want to see if Ta'al volcano is back up. It wasn't earlier when I was looking, and we don't have it on that one stream. Let's try the other one, and yeah, we have Madame Rutsa has hers up. So Ta'al meditation does not, unfortunately, but that's okay. So at least we have it there, and we can get rid of hang on, that guy. All right, a little bit hard to see. I guess the weather conditions there are fairly warm, causing a lot of evaporation off the lake itself, and that makes it very hazy and difficult to see the actual volcano. But we're not seeing anything major coming out of there, no big plumes or anything like that. So I would not worry about it right now, and we can probably leave it alone. Anyway, we're getting at that point in time where it's break time. I do want to go take that break. Please hit that like button if you haven't done so already. We're way shy. We're looking to try to at least get to 150. We haven't even got to 100 yet. So let's see what we can do. If you guys are enjoying the show, by all means hit that like button and help us out. A most economical way of doing supporting the channel, really, and that would be great. If you're new, by the way, and you have not yet subscribed, you could hit that subscribe button if you feel we've earned it. And on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm going to go take a 5-minute break, and then we'll get back to our VolcanoX live stream. So, and when I come back, we're going to have bacon seeds, and let's see, what else? Okay, and I'm kind of facing a conundrum, because how do I do that? Actually, I think I'm okay with it. Okay, never mind. I'll be back, and keep smiling. Play nice. Don't throw too much lava at each other or anything like that. I'll get something on the screen here that looks a little bit more lavely. I'll be back. Okay, I've got the microphone back on, and we're gonna shut down that music. And well, it's not funeral music. No, it certainly is not. And, thank you, Sue Hayes. And we're working on trying to get more music in here. So it's difficult to find something that is appropriate, that isn't too weird sounding. So Thank you for the welcomes back from Piggy and Sue, and Senator Rockland says, if not for this volcano, I would not have met Dr. Fox and all the wonderful people. Sandra, there's a lot of great people in here. The lava family just keeps growing, and we really like that. Welcome to Robin Martz, welcome back. Glad to have you on board. More Georgian or Gregorian chants. Okay, we'll work on that. Anyway, I did promise you bacon seeds and lettuce. I get over there, and hopefully I'm starting in the right spot here for today's bacon seeds. I just got to check something here and make sure I am actually in the right spot. Yep, that is the first one. Okay, so let's get on to our wonderful bacon seeds, you guys. And here's a whole row of them following each other in from the field. And I'm a little suspicious of this. They must have been watching the cows too much, because typically pigs run all over the place. They don't care about following a trail. These look like they're walking in the trail, so pretty neat. Enigma, sadness. No, I can't play that. Copyright. Brian Rock Rail Fan, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Judy L also popped in. Yeah, elephants. That's almost what you'd think, but you notice they all got black heads, and it's kind of neat. They must be a family or something. No, never mind. That's gonna go sideways real bad if I continue with that. Okay, anyway, there's another wonderful trickster, if you will, doing a wonderful trick. I think we might have seen that one before, way back when. Balancing its ball up on the head. That is a pretty awesome soccer piggy, and we like those. Definitely got some talent there. That is really talented. All right, next one is this little fella, and definitely a boy. Got a blue ribbon on, and definitely cute as all get out. So very small little guy, and he's got a smirk on his face. He's saying, "Hey, look, I'm cute." And yeah, I would have to agree. So that is pretty awesome. Let's carry on with our next one, and that is this little guy. And whoop, did I click the wrong one off? I did. What happened here? I apparently moved all by myself. All right, there we go. I turned something else on. This is not how it's supposed to work. Come on, software. There we go. I got that background one out of there. And yeah, ever feel like a handbag? I don't know. I think I really don't like that. You know, when I talk about, they usually have really nice expressions on their faces. This particular pig does not have a happy expression on his face. Gremlins again. Yeah, they're in here. But I don't know. I bet you if you take that harness off of him, he'd be a lot happier. Especially in the pumpkin patch that he's sitting in there. So, anyway, there we go. That is a cute little monster, and we do like that one. Definitely a little bacon seed, and we have one more to go here. So this is the little baconist, this little seed that is in there, a little cutie, and this one is hidden away, and definitely going, yikes, it's a camera, they're gonna shoot me with the camera, and it's booking it. I'm out of here. So those are our wonderful bacon seeds for today, you guys. So hope you enjoy them or like them, and we will go from there. Next volcano, of course, we haven't looked at for a while. We'll move on here and get over to our Yellowstone National Park. We did show that other video of about Yellowstone the other day, and you know, even though it is like 40 minutes long, it is hilarious in the sense of the amount of technical data that they throw in there. But it tells you that the super volcano is something that the media came out with and ran with, and the super volcano is, well, if it did do a full-blown eruption, it definitely would, but there are other volcanoes that have been much, much larger, and Toba is one of them. You know, if it blew, this will probably be a small eruption in comparison. So, you know, all the hype and the fear-mongering that you hear, majority of it you need to put to bed and let rest, because this thing is likely not going to go in our lifetimes. And yeah, I noticed those Sasquatch out there, a few of them moving around. Busy area. And the other thing that I noticed is it's not snowing there anymore. It was snowing there yesterday and I think this morning. And you can still see the snow in the hills, of course. So definitely had that. Sasquatch on the boardwalk. Yep. Actually, what was it? Yesterday I was watching later on after the show, and there was people lined up on that boardwalk. I don't know, there must have been 1,000 people there watching Yellowstone, and I thought, wow, this is impressive. So anyway, that is Yellowstone. It is still there. It is doing what it needs to continue to entertain us with its wonderful steam rising up and out. And that is, we're going to leave it there for right now. We'll head over to Hawaii. And this, of course, is Hawaii. And let me get the picture a little bit. Yeah, that'll work for now. That is a pretty awesome looking picture from 3:11 a.m. Hawaii time, and we will refresh it so we can see what it is doing now. And this is from 14:11 Hawaii time. As you can see, the level in the actual lava pool is down quite a ways. Looks like maybe about 3 meters at least, 10 feet, if not even more. Don't know. We do see the flow going into that toe area, and we don't see any lava sitting down, so this stuff is pouring in and disappearing, and it's just going. Who knows where it's pouring to in that hole. But if you look, this has those two eyes, and it is a snake mouth with a tongue hanging out of it. Okay, that's what we're seeing. So that's, I don't know. I just had to point that out, you guys. Okay, so, okay, down the drain, yep, it's 2 pineapples surfing down there. He's probably on patrol trying to watch out for Trev driving that lava truck. Ever since he got stuck, we always had this problem now, and we have to make sure we got rescue people there. All right, moving on. Next picture. It was kind of foggy and rainy at 3:13 in the morning there. So looking at it now, very smoky. We can see this is where our primary vent is underneath there. A lot of smoke coming out of there. This also is now smoking quite a bit right here, as well as these other patches. And in a lot of cases, that is just new fresh lava coming up and meeting old cooled down dried lava, and it starts off-gassing fairly bad like that. Over here in the tow hole, if you want to call it that, we do have a lot of emanating smoke as well, and that will continue to happen in that area as long as we have those differences. Here's another shot, 3:11 a.m. That is pretty cool looking, really glows in the dark. And this one here from now at 14:11, and we zoom in just a tad. We can see right there that tow hole. This thing might even close itself off for the most part and just become a little bit of a river and a drain area. It's kind of weird to see that though. Also, again, that is Pig Island, and that is where the smoke is coming from, the backside here. And also from down here where we had fresh flow lava on top of the older, cooler lava, and giving off quite a bit of smoke. So that's what we're seeing. Primary Hornito is right in there, very difficult to see, and there's that secondary one. So the lava is flowing from a tube inside there, and then a tube coming into the lava pond. We do see other smoke spots, and then all the way around the back edge, lots of smoke. This is the thermal from 3:11 a.m. or thereabouts. Where's the time on that? 3:14 is when they had it. So let's carry on with that one. I want to refresh it and see where we are at. There we go. Quite high as far as looking at what's going on here. This is high temperature, and of course the lighter stuff is the higher the temperature, right? So should I explain that? And we can see the hot tip, but it's all underneath the lava, basically hiding all the flow pipes and everything that's going on. Looks nice though. I wish we had a close-up of that thermal. We still see the hot spots over in the other areas here and along that side. That's why it's smoking so bad in there. And then again, some of the other spots are a little bit warmer. Pretty awesome, pretty cool. Let's take a look over at our earthquakes. I gotta find that map though. I have it on here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Let's try the earthquake map. That works. Okay. Way down on the end now. Everything is moved around here again today, so a little difficult trying to find things. Zooming into Hawaii, there's Hawaii and the Hawaiian Islands, and first thing we notice is the red dot just out past Loihi Seamound. It is a 2.9, happened at 18:09 Hawaii time. 17, actually, is that UTC? Yeah, must be, because we were just at 14 something. It can't be 18 already. So take 6 off of there. So yeah, just at 12:09 is the time that it would have happened, and definitely us seeing it there. Let's see. Somebody's sending me something here. Comics. I'll have to investigate that later on. Okay. All right. Bird stuff. Okay, I'll have a look at those in a bit. Kananaskis country. Right now, we got to keep going with this. Thanks for sending those in, though. We'll take a look. Anyway, Big Island of Hawaii, and of course that one being just beyond Loihi Seamound. We want to take a look at these other ones just offshore here, and again, they're all in the same size range. You know, from the about 1.5 up to about 2.5 roughly, and that is the Pahala area. And this one was from 9:17. This guy here at just 20 minutes after midnight kind of thing. This guy here from 11:21, and it's a 1.7. If we zoom in a little bit more, it's easier to split them apart and have a quick look. Right there, this is Grandma B throws in a $3 super chat. Thank you, Grandma B. Grandma. I'm just writing that down. Grandma B. And thank you kindly for the $3 super chat, Grandma B. I do appreciate that a whole bunch. It's awesome. Okay, so 1.9 we got. This other guy, 1.7 from 11:21. Then we take a look at this 2.2 at 12:58. Another 2.0 from 13:21. And now we're getting into somebody's orange fields or something. I don't know what they're growing there, but 1.9, and it was at 2:45 a.m. And that's a Pahala right there. This 2.2, 9:49 is the time on that one. And again, I'm not mentioning depth because they're all about the same depth. Really no sense in getting into too much of that. And this guy here, 2.3, 4:25 a.m. And that is, again, 31 kilometers down. Just looking up here on Mauna Loa, we don't see anything new on Mauna Loa. Hey, BMAT refreshes his membership. Thanks, BMAT. That's awesome. BMAT, renew membership. There we go. And thank you. That is cool. Appreciate the support. So nothing else up here on Mauna Loa. Not seeing anything on Mauna Kea at all. That guy is still out there. And if we zoom into Kilauea, we don't see anything new happening there either. So that's kind of the caldera within a caldera, and again, so yeah, the caldera inside a caldera inside a caldera, and then they got friends, caldera friends, if you want to call them that. But that is interesting and really neat to see. Also, I just kind of wanted to point out most of that lava did flow out this way and come down here. These other flows that we see over here are from different directions, and I'm wondering what that is about. We have a smoker, according to what this picture was. So that's one of the vents that was smoking, and that is pretty neat. That stuff flowed this way as well, down towards the water. So that whole area, if it goes, that's where you don't want to be. And I will, let's see, leave it there for Hawaii. I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and we will take a look at the other red spots that are of interest. And we see up here in the Aleutian Islands, that is a 4.1, and that was about 32 kilometers down. 17:41 was the time on that. Nothing too outrageous. We see most of our bigger ones in the Philippines, and those areas have kind of dissipated a little bit. We do have a 5.0 here in Indonesia. 348 kilometers down, 21:43 was the time on that one. This guy be over here by Yasur or Vanuatu, and that is too 5.6, 10 kilometers down, 7:18 a.m. And then you have out here on the Katamet Ridge. Wow, you always, you're always holding us together. Thank you. B-Matt, that's an awesome super chat. Thank you very much. And I really do appreciate that. And I'm glad that you feel that I'm doing something to keep this community going and keep it together. And again, I thank you kindly for that $20 super chat. I do appreciate it. I'm going down a little bit more. We actually get right into. Actually, I was going to look at this one a little bit closer. So, Tonga is out here, Fiji right there, and of course, New Zealand, North and South Islands there. So that is on the Kemetic Ridge, and that's what we're seeing there. And then we see one right here. White Isle Volcano is out here, and this guy 4.6 what was this, a Tokoroa, if I said it right. I don't know, anyone from New Zealand here? Tokoroa? Is that right? But anyway, that's where that 4.6 happened, but that was 297 kilometers down. That's a long ways underneath there. I think I need my 2 hours sleep. Piggy, get 3 hours while you're there, maybe even 4, and that would be awesome. And I think Piggy, in tomorrow night's stream, we're gonna yeah, never mind. You just go get some sleep, okay? Anyway, 5.4, 4.5, my bad, in Bluff, New Zealand, 10 kilometers down. That is, I have no idea which way things are subducting there. Possibly this plate underneath this plate. But that it looks like it's out in the ridge, and kind of the same thing. It's a reversed of what they've got there, a little bit different. And let's see, today's earthquake in Taiwan, recent. Okay, somebody's saying that there was earthquakes in Taiwan. These were all from yesterday. There were none reported today. This guy here we already got, and this is out in the Philippines, close to Taal, and we just want to take a look at that. 4.5, that is all right. Not too big, but where we did see some bigger quakes was over here in Argentina, and that is a fair size, 6.8. That was today at 17:06, 193.8 kilometers down. So that's a little bit of a shaker, and yeah, I know Poppet's on the loose. 5.4 is the other one there, and as far as everything else, we're pretty good, with the exception of we had 3 little ones out here by, well, they're not so little, by South Sandwich Islands, 5.4, and what is that one? A 5.2 and a 5.1. And on that friendly note, it is time for me to go take a break, you guys. So please don't go away, and I am going to see if I can get you back onto some lovely lava, and then we will go from there. Let's see if we get that cooking, and yeah, no pun intended, we'll get it cooking. We like cooking lava. Let's see, down there we go. And that is live, and or well, it's day 56 is what we're putting on for our intermission stuff. And I'm going to put that other tune back on. I'm not sure how long it actually is, but I'll throw it on here, and we'll loop it through if we have to. Oh, it's just about over. We'll let it play forever. All right. Anyway, for those good folks who are here, if you haven't hit that like button yet, we really would love to see that go over 100 likes. I mean, it's sitting at 94 on my page here. We have 47 people in here. Great stuff, and thank you everyone for sticking around. We do have another half hour to go yet on the show, so bop that like if you like it, and I will be back in 5 minutes. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and keep smiling. And by the way, is the volume on the music, how is it? Is it okay, or too loud, too quiet? I'm just curious, and need to know. It's hard for me to tell on this end, because I can turn my volume down a bit here. And elevator music. Okay. Yeah, it is elevator music, but it's good. All right, perfect. Arizona Snowman, thank you kindly. And anyway, I'll be back in 5 minutes, you guys. Don't go away. Keep smiling. Okay, as that music is toning down, I am going to turn the microphone back on. And thank you all for sticking around. And we've got another half hour or so to go. And I'm just shutting off our elevator music there. And that is pretty cool. And yeah, I was thinking that would be good music for Talk Air Iceland's lounge at Merapi International. So since you brought it up, DJ, we had to do that. Thank you for the welcome backs, you guys. That is all awesome. And yeah, no, DJ. Sometimes you gotta be a little less crude, okay? All right. Anyway, that was a lavally eruption that we seen off of that volcano back then. Day 56 of the Icelandic volcano eruptions. This is way before Ragnar grew really big and closed off and went through the saddle here and all that. The berms weren't even breached yet, and that's kind of where it's at when we're looking at that. Looks really awesome though, seeing the lava flows pouring out in various directions. Some of it was heading down into Merapi, some of it heading up into southern or upper Merapi, as well as the backside here into Geldingadalur. So was pretty awesome back in the day. And let's leave that be. We're going to try to find ourselves some other volcanoes to have a quick peek at. I was going to try to have a look and see if Ta'al Meditation does. No, still doesn't have his live up, so I guess that's not going to be working today. So we are okay with having Madame Rutz's, even though hers is at a much lower angle, and of course picks up a lot of that haze that comes off of Ta'al Lake, so makes things difficult for us. All right, let's pop around again real quick to the other volcanoes. I did not see Yellowstone's big geyser yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. We do see some buffalo being lazy out there in the field, and that is pretty cool. It's when the buffalo relax at a volcano site, you know things got to be pretty calm. And they're out there in case you don't see them. Let me see if I can get the mouse working on there. There we go. Out here, there's the two. And at least that's what they look like, as the proper bison style, and not they're not Sasquatch laying down. Put it that way. All right. Anyway, let's sneak off here, and I think what we'll do, we'll have a look at our other stuff. Let's see, earthquake maps. We did the earthquake map, so we don't need that one. It's in that same scene though, so I have to go into that. We want to take a quick look at what we had here at in wonderful Canary Islands, and we don't see a heck of a lot going on. Don't see anything up in the top, and most of everything looks like it's pretty normal. So if we zoom in, we do see the older ones out here, and the stuff over on Tenerife, and between Tenerife and Gran Canary Island. But here in La Palma, not too many quakes. Down by Tazacorte, we had a 2.5. That is actually 32 kilometers down. So I doubt very much that anybody would have felt that. The latest one here is a 1.5, 4 kilometers down, right in that spot. I'm not sure if that means anything. This one here, 1.3, that is actually from yesterday, and we only had the 3 that are from today. So we had the one that's there right now, the big new one, and then this other one up on top of the ridge. And I don't think that one on the ridge really has anything to do with the volcano as per se, but this one might. Here, 4 kilometers down, you never know. You never know. Pretty awesome, pretty cool. But nothing else there, nothing to write home about. Taking a look at the other map. This, of course, is the other earthquake map that we use, the EMSC map. And it's the shortcut is in the chat there if you want to use that. They're still showing these ones up here on the mid-Atlantic ridge north of Iceland. And I don't know, those are a couple of days old now. So I don't think we need to worry so much about those. Yep, from the 8th, just double checking everything. Yep, all from the 8th. So I'm not going to worry about them, and that's all good. Just imagine living out in this little paradise, eh? You'd be a winter all the time. You'd never run out. You gotta really love snow if you want to live there. Anyway, that is pretty cool. We do see some earthquakes along the ridge here. They don't show too many. What? My pin number, but our okay, yeah, Irish monk. I hope the missus isn't there. Oh, thank you kindly for that. 11 euro and 95. Yeah, 11.95. Thank you kindly for that wonderful support. I really do appreciate it, Irish monk. And speaking of that, let's look. Ireland, right there, and this is where that monk guy lives, somewhere out here in the west, near the water. So I don't know. I guess maybe that's what he wants. I think he owns one of these counties. At least he should. Being that old, he should have bought the whole darn place. I know there's competition, right? Anyway, looking at some of the other earthquakes, we see some of the larger ones here of 5.4 out there on the Mariana Islands, wherever that is, 218 kilometers in depth. That's a long way down, and that is pretty awesome. Let's see, what else we got here. This one, 5.0. That was from the 8th. Not going to worry about that. That's from the 7th. So this map is does show 3 days worth, and you guys can always have a look at it. It's neat. The different colors represent different depths, so you can always have a look at that if you like. And let's keep moving on here. We wanted to take a look at what our wonderful weather is like, since we've kind of got that finished. I don't really have too many of the other ones going. Let's get on our weather, or actually SO2 map, since we can look at some of the wonderful shots in there as well. North America, there we are. That's a good place. I've been there. Really, I have. And I'm just checking my weather. Snow tomorrow morning. Really? I hope it's just one snowflake. They wouldn't lie to me, would they? And give me 3 or 4 again, like this morning. Anyway, North America doesn't look too bad. Eastern half a little bit more polluted, but I think that is not that bad. Mexico actually not looking as bad. We do have some of that industrial pollution, as well as the stuff from Popocatépetl moving out. I don't know if this spot over here is actually from that other one in south of Guadalajara, our friend Fuego de Colima, and it's possible. Looking here though, going down Fuego would be somewhere in here, and then of course we have Argentina, Tolica, and I'm not sure which the name of the one here in Costa Rica is. I can't remember what the name is. I'll remember it later on after the show. It always happens that way. So, oh, I remember it now. Yeah. Anyway, we're seeing our stuff here in Colombia blow up to the north a little bit more because of the circulation out of the rainforest. Looks like they've got a big circulation going around here like that. Pretty neat, and not too much. We don't see anything coming out of the Galapagos at all, and not too much even being dragged out there. Quick peek at this guy here, Sabancaya, and let's go full screen, not no screen. Come on, we can do it. This guy, Sabancaya, and that way we can have a quick peek at what the day looked like there. And again, yep, pluming off fairly nicely. Some good shots. Let me see if I can get it back onto some of them. This is 11 hours ago, 12 hours, 13 hours ago. So 14 hours ago in the dark, so that's early in the morning, and that's what the day started out with there. So it looks pretty awesome. Definitely throwing out a lot of material, and it is active. There is no doubt in my mind. So that one is all right, and we will zoom out a little bit, and we see that a lot of that is all, look at that, all snuck all the way over to Africa, and we don't mind as long as it goes that direction, doesn't come to us. Looking out here, nice swirly actions, and some of that being caused by our volcanoes like Pavlov, Great Sitkins, and of course Semi, and that's what is happening there. Some of this could be a pollution as well. There's some pulp mills up there, things like that, and that's coming out of Alaska. The Kamchatka Peninsula, if we zoom into that, we can almost see three distinctive spots, and that of course is this should be a volcano. No, what is that? That's not what we want. I don't want to share it. I want to go on that camera. Come on. There we go. We'll get onto that camera. All right. This is yeah, which one is it? They call that a little slightly different. No, that's boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wow. Whoop, I did it again. I hit the wrong button. My bad. There we go. Anyway, let's shoot that forward and see what the 24 hours looks like. And that one is actually looking pretty quiet. I'm not... hey, hang on. What was that? That was the alien beam of light in there? Right there. Okay, that is an alien beam of light. They are trying to beam someone up, or maybe phaser fire down to the ground and get rid of some evidence. I have no idea what that is from. This should be the other volcano, and let's see what that one does. You can see the tip of it right there, and I don't know if it's going to have alien lights as well. not too much coming off of that one at all, really. So that is kind of a 24-hour period, and we don't see anything coming off of it. I'm going to leave it alone. But anyway, you've got your three that are normal workers up there making that pollution, and they've calmed down a little bit, so it's not so bad. Zipping down here, New Zealand real quick, we don't see anything coming off of Ruapehu at all. White Isle volcano still doing its thing. Out here in Tonga, Tofua still working away. And of course, this is Yasur, and Yasur will have a quick look at the last 24 hours as well, and that looks pretty awesome. It is still working away, so definitely no problem. That volcano is active and doing what it needs to do. And let's see, yeah. Looks cool. I like the way that thing is erupting, and I'm glad that there's nobody right in the area getting hurt or anything like that. So let it erupt. Anyway, we do see some more stuff coming off of some other volcanoes possibly up there. We know this one is from Ibu and his friend Dukono, right in that area. That is part of Indonesia. And Luolatok right out here, and then you've got bad gas coming from Simeru, Merapi in the middle, and Krakatoa is over here on the end. So altogether, that's their combined bad stuff. Most of this is from population, and we're not going to get into that, but Taal is right there. If we zoom right into it, there's a Taal inside of Taal Lake. And leaving that be, going just back up here a little bit, Taiwan, natural stuff there, industrial bad. And down in here, this is Suwanosi Ajima is causing some of that. And then, of course, in here is our beloved Sakurajima, also putting off some bad gas. We don't need to look at that again. So that's kind of what's happening there. And sliding over it, China and India still have their bad pollution. Same thing with South Africa. Those are the gold and platinum mines smelting stuff off. I don't believe all of this is from the volcano in what is it? Republic of Congo. Yeah. But anyway, if it is all coming from the volcano, boy, that's a dirty volcano. Up here in, and this is a little bit deceiving because we've got flow coming in from Yemen and the Middle East area onto Ethiopia, but Erta Ale is sitting right about there, and it is doing its thing. This is all industrial pollution in those areas. Going up here, though, we do see that our friend Etna has continued to throw out a lot more material. And, you know, we haven't seen Etna as well as we could in the last little while because of the storms and stuff that's going on there. But it is off-gassing fairly heavily. Of course, you'd also have out here is Volcano and Stromboli. So those guys are doing their thing and not too bad. Looking at Germany, not bad. France, pretty clear. Same thing with out here in Spain, and looking at Ireland. Irish monk just seems to hoard all that clean air out there, but we'll let him keep it clean. Pardon me. And anyway, looking further north, places like Norway, Sweden, and Finland are really, really good right now. So Germany, Poland has got quite a bit coming off from Germany. I don't know where all that industrial pollution is, but It's not that bad though. It's not as bad as China or India or any of those places. Quick peek at Iceland, just a little bit coming off of there, and that's not so bad. And of course, that's telling us that the aluminum smelter is active. Okay, leaving the SO2 map behind, we are good with that. Gonna redo this since 1600. It should be 1900 now, so let's move ahead a little bit and see what happens, and that will get a little bit more accurate temperatures. There we go. North America, down here in the south, boy, really, really warm. Actually, it's starting to cool off a little bit, which is really nice. Earlier, this was all red and really, really pushing up all the way. It was quite hot in there. But now, since the sun is going down, things are starting to cool off for all those good people. And here in Phoenix, 30, 31 in some of those areas. And same thing in Texas, as well as going up through the middle of the U.S. all the way up Chicago. Tom had brought up his weather here in Chicago, and I just about dropped on the spot when I seen 32 degrees Celsius for Chicago. So pretty awesome. Edith NZ, welcome, and glad that you snuck in at the latter part of our stream here. Looking at Ireland, they still have that north flow. We're waiting for that warm air to start pushing back up again. And actually, I was looking at why that's not happening, and that is because of this circulation right here. Once this moves up a little bit more, we're going to see a lot more warm air coming across the big pond, and that'll help all those areas warm up, so including Iceland, and you'll get a little bit more stuff there. There was a big outburst from Semi this morning. Okay, we'll have to take a look here and see if we can find that. Right now I'm doing the weather, so let me finish off with the weather. We'll have a look at that afterwards. Anyway, for nighttime temperatures, these guys are all looking very, very nice right now, including the fact that it has warmed up a whole bunch in Finland, and a lot nicer in Sweden as well. Even over here in, sorry, I should say Norway, and Sweden and Finland is over here, my bad. Oh, let's not get them confused. Anyway, Germany, Poland, and other nice places. All right, I'm gonna slide down a little bit. You can see Africa doing its thing. Out here in the Canary Islands, they've got a little bit of a circulation there, but really nice temps for at night. And just imagine having, you're out in the desert, and it is 32 degrees Celsius in the middle of the night. That's pretty warm. So anyway, over to India and those areas, very hot there, moving over into the I guess we call it the Philippines and Indonesia, that area, Bangkok, Thailand. If Tony Flatty was here, he'd tell us it's 28 degrees there, or at least. And we see northern parts of Australia a little bit warmed up. Down south, not quite as cold as yesterday, but still not bad looking. And looking at New Zealand, this turbulence here is dragging some of that cooler air away and pushing it down south, but I'm hoping that's going to change and move down a bit, and that'll help warm them up in New Zealand a little bit as well, but still not that terribly cold, and nice temperatures for the most part. So that's kind of what we've got going on there. I did want to just hit our cold temp for today. see if we can find it real quick, and then we're gonna go take a look at Alaska before we shut down. So boy, it looks like it really warmed up there. Minus 66 so far is the coldest I can see, and 67, it's got to be here somewhere. Where's minus 70, minus 80, minus 90? No. Minus 67 degrees, 68 degrees, there we go. Minus 68 degrees Celsius, that is, oh, minus 71 right there, minus 72. Okay, now we're cooking, or are we? Hang on, or freezing. But yeah, you seen it, minus 72 degrees Celsius, you guys. That is plenty cold. Minus 71. Yeah, I had that 72 in there somewhere. There we go. So yep. That's it. Make sure you get your penguin jacket, because minus 72 degrees Celsius is too cold. Yvonne Kunkel made it in just as we're getting ready to shut the stream down. Yvonne, I was going to just say, you got nice weather there for at nighttime. Beautiful, beautiful weather as far as I'm concerned. And in your area, it's 14, 15, 16 degrees. So you're lucky. Very, very nice. I'm going to get snow tomorrow morning. Okay. Anyway, I did say I wanted to go over and have a look at Alaska. We will take a look before we shut things down for the day. And of course, this is Semi, and let's see what they have on their shots. Yep, definitely some major action. Thanks for letting us know that, Mars 2028. And yeah, that's quite a bit of material coming off of there. And that is all. Oh, hang on, it says the 9th. Yeah, so that's their video footage from the 9th. I'm just going to refresh that just to make sure. That's actually from the 10th. And let's double check this. So they went from the 9th into the 10th, obviously. No, this is mostly from the 9th. But still, it is doing quite a bit there, and that is pretty awesome to see. And we do like that. Really good. And yep, lots of plumes. Lots of plumes. All right, and that is their current picture. So pretty awesome to see. This guy here, we're gonna refresh that. Let's see, last 12 hours, and let's see what happens here. And there goes that sun again. I'm gonna have to refresh that page just to make sure. We'll try that. Okay. And yep, sunrise, same spot. So pretty awesome to see. But there it is, the Great Sitkins. And the other one, of course, is Pavlov. Let's see what it is doing. I'm going to refresh that real quick and get our last 12 hours in or so. And there it is. Nice to see it again. Love the clear weather, and it really does make it a little bit easier to look at. So pretty awesome shots from Alaska as well. Okay, so on that friendly note, we're ready to wrap things up. I am going to put it back onto the same stream that we started with, and of course that is this wonderful stuff here, and that is playing. Yep, I just want to make sure I got enough left in there. Yep. All right, so we'll wrap things up, you guys. Got that music playing. I'm going to turn that down just a little. Hopefully that's okay. And I thank everyone for being here today. You guys are an awesome group of people, of course. and people are taking off already. Good night, Judy L. and Sue Hayes, and let's see, Kananaskis Country, everybody. All be good. Anyway, a big thank you to our wonderful moderators for helping out tonight. Arizona Snowman, Piggy, C&D Boy, and Joseph as well. And big thank you to all the members in here. That's all the people in green, of course. But just because they're supporting doesn't mean that you don't need to come here. We do want you coming here as well. So you're all part of that big lava family. Big thanks to Grandma B for her super chat, for BMAT as well, and Irish Monk. You guys are awesome, and thank you very much for the support. I really do appreciate it. And on that note, it is time to wrap things up. So thank you all, and have yourselves a wonderfully safe night, and or morning or day or evening, depending on where you are. And let's stay safe, be good, and again, most of all, make sure that you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and thank you for watching VolcanoX live stream. Good night, everyone. Take care, and oink oink.